Texas. We're in Texas. That's where we're at. Oh, Lord. All right, guys. Welcome back. We're just hanging out with our friends Tiffany and Jameson Harding.
One way or the other.
What's up? Now, well, we were talking about this this guy that came from Texas last week and decided to shoot up 3 counties with this thing. This is a wild story.
Yeah. What on earth? This poor guy.
I think but this happens all the time. This guy, I think, just had a mental break.
He did. So he was apparently going through a divorce, and
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm like jumping the gun.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
He was going through a divorce allegedly, and had allegedly been catfished by somebody posing as Laney Gardner, who is a local musician.
Right. And for those of you who don't know who Laney Gardner is, she's a country singer. She got really popular. She had a video that went viral of her singing a Fleetwood Mac song.
Yes.
Which one was it? I can't remember. Believe or no, what was it? I can't remember. But anyway, she got famous, like went super viral for doing that, and then ended up singing with like Jelly Roll and stuff. And now she has got like a country music career. But this is not the first person here. I personally know somebody. Dreams, that's right. I personally know somebody that this exact same thing happened to. That somebody was trying to get him with the Laney Gardner thing.
Really?
Dead ass, man.
I also personally know somebody who this exact thing happened to with Oliver Anthony. They were posing as Oliver Anthony. And
Nah, I saw those accounts. They tried to get me and Laura too.
This woman had sent this guy or this person thousands of dollars,
Thinking that she was doing a good thing by sending it like for the cause or whatever. I think this is a thing that nobody talks about.
Yeah.
Honestly, that happens to like, in particular, like older people, like boomers.
Yeah.
Boomers are not, let's just be honest, they're not that great at the internet.
Right.
And they don't know. And like we have the benefit enough, and we're probably the last generation, honestly, that really has this benefit, or one of the last, that we kind of are like tech savvy enough to know when you're getting scammed because we've seen it so many times.
We were the first generation that grew up with the internet, and the last generation that grew up without the internet.
Right, exactly. So we have like
both.
We have the like perspective of both. But there's a lot of people like my mom and dad's age, like in their early 70s, like mid 60s. Let's say these people find themselves either widowed or a widower or whatever, and they're looking for, you know.
Yeah.
And so what they're like, oh, well, I'll go to social media, not knowing that it's just a fucking maniacal madhouse of fake profiles. And so they get a message from this person who looks real, who's saying the right things, who's like, and these people are good, man. Like they know how to like psychologically, some of them, Now, not Anwar from India, but I'm talking about people that are doing this to like trying to scam people out of real money, and they're good at it.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what happened. And you see now it's like on the headline of the news in a small town like ours. This guy literally got so enraged by coming up here and seeing that he got catfished by somebody posing as a famous country music singer. And this guy goes on a rampage, like shooting up cars.
But I was going to say, a carjacking.
He carjacked an 80-year-old man.
Well, why did he carjack?
I don't. Well, God, who knows?
You got to have a different car if yours is burned already, I guess.
What?
So where did it start at?
Okay, all right.
Ingalls and Burnsville.
All right. Yeah. So let's read the thing. And there may be a WLOS thing on this, JB. See if there is. I wonder if there is. But a multi-county incident began with a carjacking in Burnsville on Monday, July 7th, concluded with the arrest of a Texas man in Avery County following an extensive manhunt. Link Nolan Bloomfield, 61. What did I say? Texas is now in custody and expected to face multiple charges. The dramatic change of events followed around midday on Monday when authorities were alerted to a carjacking at the Ingalls grocery store in Burnsville. That's where I thought it was. Yep. Located in Yancey County. According to Yancey County Sheriff Shane Hilliard, the suspect, identified as Bloomfield, initiated a pursuit that spanned across county lines. The manhunt led law enforcement through Mitchell County and eventually into Avery County, Media reports indicate that Bloomfield allegedly fired shots at vehicles as he traversed Mitchell County, escalating the danger of the situation. Upon entering Avery County, the Avery County Sheriff's Office joined in the pursuit, focusing their efforts on the Powder Mill Creek area. Avery County Sheriff Mike Hensley confirmed that the extensive search due to the armed and dangerous nature of the suspect. Residents in the Powder Mill Creek vicinity were immediately notified. I got that.
I did too.
Yeah. Did you get it? No. Yeah, I was on my way to the beach and got the alert from the house. I don't know how, but I did.
The alert and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I wasn't out of my
Yeah.
Emergency notification system to exercise extreme caution. So that's where we got that from. As the search intensified, utilized social media to disseminate information to the public. At approximately 5:15, an image of Bloomfield was released describing as having white facial hair, being bald, and wearing glasses. The public was warned not to approach him and to call 911 immediately if he was spotted. Pursuit culminated swiftly just 15 minutes later around 5:30. Avery County Sheriff's Office announced via social media and the county's AccuSearch notification system that the pursuit had concluded and Bloomfield was taken safely into custody. Wow. But I read this story. So there was a lady that was driving across, I think she said she was driving across Chalk Mountain right up where our office is. Yeah. And the guy, they were shooting in her back windshield. Dude. And it hit the headrest. That's what you said.
Yeah, her back window was shot out and it hit the headrest. She didn't have her kids with her, so she was okay, but
she was in the car.
Yeah, she's driving. The guy comes and passes her.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, she was the wife of a Yancey County sheriff's deputy and followed the guy all the way to Avery, all the way to Spear in Avery County, and was like calling the cops the whole way. This lady needs to be given a medal.
They weren't behind him the whole time.
They weren't behind him at that point.
No, they couldn't find him.
She pulled off and stopped her basically pursuit at the point that the law enforcement passed her.
Wow.
So she followed him.
Yes.
Yeah, and let him know where he was going.
See,
through three counties.
I thought they pursued him the whole way.
No, I don't think so. Huh?
Wow. Good on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no joke.
She needs a medal.
But this is just look at this guy.
Bro looks like my grandpa.
He kind of does. I mean, this could be your grandpa.
I mean, that could be me in another.
Can we play this?
30 years.
I wonder if we got sound.
Yeah, we should.
We should have sound? Okay, let's play it.
I haven't updated anything, so we should have sound.
Okay.
What do we do can we bring that up on screen?
You'll just have to full screen it from there.
I mean, to get it to show on the feed.
Oh, yeah, there should be.
Table and screen share?
It should be just screen share.
Screen share. There you go.
The ad placement's funny.
Yeah. The ad placement is funny. Yeah, dementia is being linked.
Poor old man. Is this
There's not a straight screen share setup on the stream deck here, Joshua.
Was it screen share like plus whatever?
So you got the notification, though?
Yes. I got the notification when I was on the way to the beach, I guess because it somehow intuitively knows that I'm from there.
Unless, I mean, my thoughts would, they probably use some sort of like a reverse 911 system to where they can put a radius on it, but how do you choose that radius in something like this?
That's crazy though, but I was like, how did I get this? Because I called the boys. I was like, you guys are, I was like, just stay inside and lock the doors. Just because I didn't know what was going on at that point. You know what I mean? But crazy.
Well, thanks, Zito. Now we have no internet.
Oh, no.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Internet go out?
Hey, kudos to Zito though. They're screaming fast internet here, which is really nice.
Great.
But anyway, this guy, we don't have to get into the video if we don't want to, but
May not be able to.
Well, I'll be able to get into the video.
Visit us today and get
Oh,
the
there he
all-new
goes.
2025 Tiguan for just $3.
Gotta watch the ads, man.
A man is in custody following a 6-hour multi-county incident. Thanks for joining us. I'm Holly Hedrick. It began with a carjacking in the Yancey County town of Burnsville and ended with a manhunt in Avery County. News 13's Justin Berger spoke with sheriffs from multiple counties and a woman forced to shelter in place.
Link Bloomfield is in custody, surrendering Monday evening.
Look, that's in front of the Yancey County Square. He's like, "Bitch, I'm here to meet
ending
you."
a prolonged period of terror for Trisha and Drayson.
The little boy ran up and told me that there was an active shooter, and I was just like, what?
She lives at the top of Powder Mill Creek Road. Sheltering in place with neighbors, she was told the suspect was within 300 yards of her. As far as you know, he didn't go in anybody's home or cause a disturbance once he...
We've not had any report of that, fortunately.
I don't have a gun, I don't have anything. And so it was just kind of really scary, and just for, to be told that stay away from the windows and get down and use our quiet voice. And they had a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old, so she asked me, are we going to die?
The search for Bloomfield began Monday afternoon around 12:30 when deputies say someone was carjacked in the Burnsville-Ingalls parking lot. Then,
the sheriff's office started receiving reports about a subject shooting a gun at and striking other vehicles.
According to law enforcement, the suspect shot at and hit multiple vehicles in Yancey, Mitchell, and Avery counties while driving on Highway 19. He ended up here on Powder Mill Creek Road just outside of Newland. His wrecked vehicle was located at the top of Powder Mill Creek Road, but Bloomfield was nowhere to be found.
You gotta end up being
multiple tactical trucks, drone teams, K-9 units, and the State Highway Patrol helicopter were involved in the search, eventually leading to an arrest just after 6:30. Sheriff Henley says Bloomfield surrendered with no weapon.
Oh, ecstatic. And I'm so happy because I didn't want anybody to live through that fear anymore.
Bloomfield, who came to Burnsville Sunday from Texas for reasons still unclear, will face multiple charges. Fortunately, there are currently no reported injuries stemming from this 6-hour saga.
It's a good night. The community's safe now, and we can wrap this up, and that's always a good ending.
Reporting in Avery County, Justin Berger, News 13.
Oh, dang. Now we're getting ring advertisements. Dude, what kind of freaking state of mind do you have to be? So this guy just decided to just went berserk. Why didn't he take his own car? I mean, he obviously drove from Texas in something, right? You're not taking the Greyhound to Burnsville. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been catfished and
driven halfway across the country.
That's crazy, man.
So
that's crazy.
I don't know what kind of headspace he was in. I can't speak to that, but I mean, to carjack an 8-year-old man, just for the hell of it.
And a carjacking means he went up to him and was like, "Give me your car."
It's generally, some sort of like taking by force.
Yeah, and you're a sheriff's deputy, right?
City cop, but
city cop. Okay, all right.
Same thing.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, so
he didn't ask nicely for the car. Like, hey, can I please borrow your car?
No, it's
that I don't know.
Yeah,
more than likely. That would be my guess. That would be my guess. But at the same time, he could have.
He could
right?
have. Yeah.
He could have had the gun with him and just said, "May I please have your car?"
I guess that was still me.
While having the gun, it would be a show of force. Now I doubt it, but I doubt that's what happened.
Jeez, dude. That's crazy.
We've had a wild few weeks. So we had the incident in the town square in Burnsville with Mr. Horton. We had that.
Which we haven't talked about. Do we need to talk about that?
I mean, we can. I really don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. I don't.
Anything about it.
I don't know what's going on.
I know.
Do you know about this?
No idea.
Okay, all right. Well, we may have to explain. You want to explain?
Yeah. Okay. So we have an incident where a gentleman was riding around the town of Burnsville.
Square.
Yeah. He was driving around the square while they were having a protest.
The No Kings protest. Yeah.
Okay.
Anti-Trump protest. And had Trump flags on his vehicle and.
I believe he had a skeleton, with a fake AR.
15 in the back
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or sticking out the back of the window or something.
Yeah, allegedly. I don't know. That's what I've been told. I have no idea if that's actually true because we don't want to talk about. We have to be careful of the way we frame this. Allegedly.
I have seen that, but not on this day at that time.
Right.
And there was, I guess they stopped his vehicle because the protesters felt antagonized, or
they say some of which say that he was trying to cross the road in a crosswalk.
Okay. See,
So I don't know what the deal was, but there was an altercation.
There was an altercation between an elderly gentleman and the guy in his truck, and I guess somehow the elderly gentleman either was pushed or wound up falling backwards. We don't know which. One side says one thing and one side says the other.
Okay.
So, and he busted his head on the pavement. The old man did.
Oh, wow.
The elderly gentleman, alleged elderly gentleman. I don't want to misgender him. Or misage him. Yeah.
There was a lot of elderly going on there that day.
A lot of boomers booming that day.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I guess the guy in the truck, Mr. Horton, went to the police station and turned himself in, or told them what happened, or whatever. And they were like, "All right, you're good. Go home. We'll investigate." And I guess they did go back and arrest him eventually.
Yeah. So.
And I think they are going to press charges. If they have pressed charges,
Right.
I don't know.
I think the lesson that we all need to learn from that is just don't be where you don't need to be.
Don't go looking for trouble.
Don't go looking for
Don't go try
trouble.
to
You know what I mean? And
antagonize
look, he was, if he was there and he was completely innocent.
I understand that, but he had every right to be.
Oh yeah. That's where I was getting to. He had every right to be there. There's no doubt about that. But just.
You do, but some people can't figure out where that line is.
Right.
Between what's protected
right.
and where they cross over and committing a crime in the process.
Mr. Horton.
Begin where mine end and my rights begin where yours
Right.
end. That kind of thing.
And Mr. Horton did say, and I heard him say it, like he had said that, well, I was just curious about what was going on. Personally, I find that really hard to believe. And I'm sorry, but I find that very hard to believe. You knew exactly what you were getting into. Let's just be honest. Yeah, how many times did you circle? It's and whatever happened doesn't mean that he's in the wrong.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's in the wrong. I'm just stating my opinion. Don't go looking for it. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Like you just shouldn't be there. Like just leave them alone. Let them do their thing and go on. You know what I mean? Even if you disagree with it, whatever. But at the same time, it's your constitutional right to be there.
Yeah,
it is.
Right.
So
to be there, just like the protesters did, and we'll let the court suss out what happened.
Yes.
Yeah. I have no idea. I wasn't there.
Right.
I've heard two totally different stories from each side. So.
Yep.
And the truth is probably somewhere
to be found. Yeah, exactly. And our last episode was about the Yancey County Library thing. Have you heard this? There's a lot of going on.
I watched a little bit of that one.
Yeah. So we had the anti-separation people in and got their side of the story. And there's a lot of things about that if everything they said is in fact true, and I have no way of knowing because I'm not going to go do that research because I don't care that much. But at the same time, like I can see where they're coming from. Something like that I think is probably going to end up being one of those issues where it's like I kind of get both sides, and like really at the end of the day what you're dealing with again is like it's your right. You know what I mean? And
here's the problem with it, right? Both sides are in the right, but both sides can also be wrong because I don't want to use nobody, right? We won't deal in absolutes, but most people don't go to an event as some sort of a counter protester looking to understand the other side.
No.
Right? Or even if you do go, the other side's not like you're not going to change anybody's mind.
No.
In that moment.
At that point, it's just what it is.
Gonna do. So even though you're in your rights, if you at some point violate some sort of criminal statute while exercising those rights,
right?
It's just like I could we could be on opposite sides of something, and if we're having a disagreement, cool. The second I punch you in the face for it, now it becomes an issue.
Yeah, now it's an issue. Now it's a legal issue. Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like to me that like those types of things, I've always been so anti. I wouldn't protest, honest to God, no matter how.
No.
Unless my life is in immediate danger, I would not riot or protest anything. Because at the end of the day, it's exactly what you said. Once you take up the sign and you're out there on the front lines, there's no changing anybody's mind. A protest is not going to change anybody's mind. It never. I cannot name one thing where I think a protest. Maybe the last time that happened was maybe during the civil rights movement, when people saw like black people being sprayed with a fire hose. And
at what point though did it change? At what point did it what did it take to
exactly
to get there?
You know what I mean? Other than that, but this is not the civil rights movement. Okay. This is your disagreement. So, what are you going to change about it, really?
But it's being framed as a civil rights movement. That's the thing.
Yeah, that is.
To their credit, to their side believes, like the protesters, they literally believe that Trump is a Hitler that has installed himself as a king. Like, that's the reality they live in. Which brings me back to what I've said time and time again on this podcast, is we have two separate sides that live in two totally different realities.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That cannot exist in the same plane of existence.
I agree. I agree. And it's the same thing with your hardcore MAGA people, too. It's the same exact thing. Yep. You're completely bought into, an ideology, and there's no changing your mind.
And there is no such thing as an innocuous ideology.
I don't even know. You know what I thought about the other day? I don't think we should call it an ideology anymore. It's a worldview is really what it is. Because for a lot of people that are so hardcore about it, and you see this with people online, their whole life is politics. Oh, yeah. And it's like, dude, look, I'm guilty just like anybody else. I've gotten in heated Facebook arguments, so I'm not sure. I'm preaching to the choir here, but there are certain people that just go down the rabbit hole, and you're like, dude, it's not. That doesn't need to define your life. Right. Anytime that something begins to define who you are and what you stand for as a human being, I would question it.
Yeah. See, we're at a point now where the people's politics define their beliefs, not their beliefs defining their politics.
That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well said, man.
Reverse.
Yeah.
And again, that goes back to what I would say is a fundamental misunderstanding of what government's role is. Or maybe not even a misunderstanding, but two fundamental disagreements about the role of government in our lives.
Right. 100%.
Two separate sides that don't live in the same reality that can't coexist.
Right.
So what do we do?
Right. And I don't know, maybe the government, maybe I live in a different reality, but the government has never,
I love my reality. It's awesome. There's cameras and guitars.
It's awesome. There's a whole world out there. Go live it and quit worrying about all this stuff. I think that's really just it.
America, consumerism.
Right.
Buy some shit. right. Swipe that credit card.
Exactly. Yeah. Might as well enjoy it while we're here.
Yeah. Maybe just make some money.
Exactly. I don't know, man. It just never makes sense to me.
We've had a lot of stuff go on recently, locally. Good stuff, though. We had the Bakersville Town Dance. That was fun.
Yeah, we had a ball that night, man.
Great.
We did a whole
You
multimedia coverage.
guys live streamed that for
we did.
Yeah.
I'll just say I love cowboy boots. They're great.
The cowboy boots are great.
Cowboy boots are great.
I live in cowboy boots now.
Yeah.
Yeah, at work at least.
Nice.
Yeah.
New boot goofing.
Yeah. Without the shorts. I wish I could get by with the shorts, but I've been sitting on the desk for 5 months now, so it's I don't want to get in trouble for wearing tennis shoes, so I'm every day I'm just wearing cowboy boots.
Hey, there you go, man. There you go. Then we did let's see what we had, the Alien Festival. It was good. Yeah. And we had the Y open. That's
Y's open.
Yes, thank God, man.
Yeah,
Have you been in?
I have not.
Yeah,
okay.
I went in it for the first time today.
Yeah.
Everybody else in this room has but me, I think.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
God, thank God we got that for our community. That's one of those low key things that you're not going to realize pays big dividends, man. Yeah. Just having a place where people can go work out. And the other thing, I didn't know this, but that Olympic lap pool, it is for real. It's got the diving platforms and everything.
Yeah.
And a scoreboard so I think they're going to have a high school swim team.
See, that's what I want to go swim.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Me too. I did learn today that they will close it for lightning though.
Inside.
The inside pool?
Inside pool.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
It makes sense. It's their standard operating procedures.
Standard for an inside pool.
Yeah, which I understand.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And they've got these giant windows
in
front of it, so I understand.
The same rules apply back home.
What?
To indoor pools.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just make our own indoor pool in here. We'll have our own.
You got room for it.
Yeah, I think we do. I think we
They tried upstairs and it leaked on their couch.
we did have one upstairs.
Yeah, exactly.
Turned our couch into a pool.
Yeah,
I mean, if you do that, you're getting closer and closer to like the real world.
I know.
Remember when that was? Is that even on anymore?
No, but I know. Yeah, I remember the real world.
Yeah, real world.
That was the birth of reality TV.
It was. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure was.
It should be burned down. It's ruined society. I take back everything I said about it being great. Awful.
Now, reality television has spanned a lot of different things, though.
It's also ruined our world, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I think you might be slightly right.
And social
on that.
media.
Yeah. Well, I think they're very closely related.
Yeah.
In fact, without Jersey Shore, we probably wouldn't have had Facebook, and the world we would literally be living in utopia right now.
You know what? So
if Jersey Shore had never happened.
did you know that the Jersey Shore has like spin-offs in other countries?
Really?
Oh yeah, like tons of them. Like there's in Japan and Russia and Probably not. It's like, oh, Joan or whatever stepped out in her burqa without her burqa today. Like,
jeez,
dude. But yeah, it has a ton of spin-off. Like maybe more than I think. I think if I'm not mistaken, I read that it has more spin-offs than any other. What made me think about this, that trivia question we had the other night. But yeah, it has like more spin-offs than like any other reality television show, I think. Like different country spin-offs. Well, hey, look, the situation, brother.
I know.
Everybody liked Mike. I liked Mike. I thought Mike, the situation was pretty cool. He's ended up being a pretty cool guy. He's back now, like doing something. I can't remember. I think maybe he went to jail for a minute or something.
I love the South Park episode of Jersey Shore. Y'all should watch that sometime.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the last time I watched South Park. Maybe some clips here and there on Instagram.
So what is the
they have the Floribama Shore.
Yes, that was a spin-off in America, but I'm talking about like spin-offs in other countries, like foreign spin-offs or whatever. But what'd you just say? What were we talking about?
Controversy. You started to ask about a controversy, I think.
Oh. Yeah, see what it says.
Oh, 10.
10?
What countries?
Foreign spin-offs?
Poland has the Warsaw Shore.
The Warsaw Shore. Congratulations, guys. We as Americans are really exporting our culture across the world. You know what I mean? Guido Games? Does that say Guido Games down there?
Yeah, Guido. No, check out our gallery of Guido goodness.
Ooh.
How about we don't?
I mean, some of them would be expected, you know? The Aussie Shore, the Frenchy Shore, the Warsaw Shore, though.
That one takes the game.
I don't think Warsaw even has a shore.
The Hiroshima Shore.
Fukushima Shore.
Fukushima Shore. That's hilarious.
Iraqi Shore.
Dude.
No,
Germany has one.
In the episode of South Park, it was Al Qaeda that saved us from Jersey Shore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Into the boardwalk.
Oh, jeez.
I've said it time and time again. Trey Parker and Matt Stone need to be like protected. They need to be given like Secret Service protection, man. They are living national treasures for what they've done. Just the satire that they have come up with, honest to God, is unrivaled. Like, there's no way. Their body of work and the amount of content that they put out is just incredible.
I know. And they're so spot on with their social commentary. It's brilliant.
The first one the one that really stuck out to me is when John Kerry and George Bush were running against each other. Remember? And it was giant douche. They had a school election that was between a giant douche and a turd sandwich. You've been given the right to choose between a douche and a turd. And Puff Daddy. Yeah, P. Diddy. Who knew that would turn?
It's like, vote or die. What does that even mean? It's like, well, you think it means full. Oh, shit. Oh, and he takes off running.
Man, it's so cool. So these are all the ones. Germany Shore.
Which was in Crete, Greece.
Buckhead Shore.
Warsaw Shore. Is there even a shore? Is there a river shore?
I don't. In Buckhead?
No, in Warsaw.
Poland. In Warsaw, Poland.
I don't even think that's a thing.
I don't know. Maybe there is.
Oh.
Again.
Yeah. And it just all it did was.
Keyboard awesome. Don't you love it?
It's the best.
I mean,
I guess
so
you
it's
got
a river
river
shore. That's what I thought. It's a river.
in his defense, the keyboard is angled up like this.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, it is.
Huh.
So it's the shore of a river. It's just any body of water. They ought to do Lake James Shore.
Marion Shore.
Marion Shore.
Swiss Pond Shore. Be Jimmy the situation.
That's hilarious.
His hair all spotted up. He started wearing the gold chain. You have too. Oh my God, are you from Jersey?
Dude,
absolutely not.
The gold chain is a must, dude. It really is a must.
I guess I have to buy one now. Gotta get a Cuban.
Some Cuban links.
Cuban links.
Bruno Mars is onto something. So that's the Vistula River in Warsaw.
Huh. Is that their shore?
What is it?
Vistula or Vistula?
Vistula?
Well, they got a fitness club right there.
There you go.
Must be a real hopping.
Gym Tan Laundry, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Poland always cloudy?
I think I
Europe,
may have
right?
only ever watched like 10 minutes of
I don't know
Jersey
why
Shore.
I think that too. I think that
Can
too.
they tan there?
I don't think so.
So it's just gym and laundry.
Why do I think Warsaw? I have the same thing in my head. Why do I think Warsaw is like Seattle, where it's always cloudy?
Well, I mean,
Anything in
anything,
Europe is cloudy, I feel
Look
like.
it up,
anything like
J-Mo.
Eastern European is going to be, you know, anything over there.
Well, you think in Eastern Europe, it's not that. But then again, like people go to where's the Eastern European place that everybody goes? It's like
There's a lot.
it's where they film all the porn, I think, or whatever. What is that? Croatia and all that?
Romania?
Yeah, like places like that. Like, I mean, you can get away with.
Tate was
Yeah, where is he at?
Romania, I think.
That's yeah, like those Eastern like bloc countries or whatever are all kinds of weird now. Like anything goes and all this.
The basic courts in the Polish city of Szczecin announced yesterday it has acquitted the two young residents of the city who were convicted 6 months ago for sunbathing without vests on the city's beach.
Topless.
I was going to say, does that just mean topless?
I think they call it vests, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe do you have to have like a special high vis vest that you have to wear?
Where is your vest?
Yeah, you have to.
It's like a safety vest.
You have to wear high vis at the beach.
Warning, skin cancer alert. Like,
That would make sense though if you go out there and like drown. At least they can find you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there is beautiful beaches in Poland, huh?
I don't know. There's not seen anything for Polish tanning vest
Oh,
here.
so no, wait, no.
Baltic Sea.
No, wait a minute. Poland does border the Baltic Sea. That's right.
I'm sure someone in the chat is like, the Baltic Sea, you idiot.
Mitchell County education.
But it was Warsaw Shore. Now, to be sure though, it was Warsaw, which is right there.
Right.
So that's
it's
got to be
not-
a river.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the
Unless they
Baltic
just
Sea.
drove.
It's like
Unless they just drove up, they got a vacation home and
Yeah, but how far
on
away
the
is
Baltic
that?
Sea.
I don't know. I mean, those
Couple
countries are
hours.
pretty small, so yeah, at least a couple hours.
Yeah, but people don't drive far.
That's true. They don't.
People don't.
Like,
160 miles.
I mean, that's 3 hour drive.
uh,
People wouldn't see their family.
Dude, same thing.
Yeah. You can't go the same speed. I will say, in Australia, the speed limits were quite slow. I got like 3 speeding tickets, and all of them are done by camera. Like while I was there, oh man, I wanted to go 70 on but they don't have interstates. It's all just like major highways, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, very weird.
Dude, I just remember last time I was in England, and like we would go, because we were over there doing like some ministry stuff, and so we would go from like one end to the other. People thought it was like, they're like, why are you driving so far? I'm like, it's 3 hours.
It's 3 hours.
It's 3 hours. No,
3 hours is nothing. We go 6 hours
like,
to the beach.
They go like 30 minutes to an hour outside of whatever city or village they're in, and that's pretty much. Those
cars are not designed to be driven like that, I don't think, either. Like,
I've driven a British car to the beach like 8 times.
Well, but they don't sell that car actually in England.
Yeah, that car's made in England.
And they sell it there.
The Range Rovers? Oh,
yeah. You never see those. Like every time.
Seen Clarkson's farm?
Everywhere. That's all that's over.
It has a steering wheel on the other side.
The steering wheel's on there. You know what's so weird about a like European like stick shift is the stick goes the same way.
But it's on this side.
But it's on your left side, so your first gear is farthest away from you. That's completely. Yeah. That took me a minute because I got a straight drive car and like I was like, wait a minute, what? What the fuck? Yeah, it was wild. Yeah.
So Poland has a beach after all. Well,
it does.
But Warsaw does not.
Warsaw does not. No, it does not. But anyway, so it's terrible that happened. I hate it for the rest of the world. On behalf of America, we're sorry.
Yes. Don't export Jersey Shore. That's not the best of us.
I mean, I'm not saying anything, but I kind of see where some of this was coming from. Just saying, I mean, we did export some terrible things to the world, like
we did.
Jersey Shore.
Yes. I wouldn't.
When did Jersey Shore come out, though?
I mean, probably way after 9/11, but I don't know.
I bet we're about to find out.
Here we are. 2009.
I've been down this rabbit hole lately, like these guys like talking to like special forces dudes that were like because all these guys are beginning like kind of now that 2001, what immediately happened after 9/11 and stuff's getting far enough in the distance. A lot of these people that did high end like ops and stuff in Afghanistan and Iraq are beginning to come out. I've kind of like went down this rabbit hole into that whole thing, dude. Like the amount of shit that happened after 9/11 is insane. Like what we got into, like, and for it to have ended like it ended, it's just so sad. Like especially Afghanistan. Maybe Iraq is in a little bit better of a place, I guess. Maybe,
right.
But
I don't know.
I mean, you still got your terrorist groups and all that type of stuff. But to hear these people like talk about it, and like it's like you're finally beginning to learn about like what you've known, what you heard in the news. But I mean, social media wasn't like a thing back then. But that like defined our childhood, really. Like really, that happened when I was a sophomore in high school. You were a junior, yeah. So I mean, that really just kind of. Not our childhood, but it defined our like early formative years, and our friends went, Like, it's crazy, man. All that stuff that happened back then.
It's so funny how you have these events, and I think that largely the Jeffrey Epstein stuff is this same phenomenon, where you have these goings-ons in an age without the internet that can't survive an age of the internet.
100%.
Thank God.
Right.
Well, it's like it's finally beginning to hold people's feet to the fire, and like you can't just do whatever you want to do now. You know what I mean? I don't think I sincerely think like the government's capabilities to like hide things from the American people is severely diminished now.
Yes, I think
because of the internet and because of social media and because people are vocal, and now you've got. I mean, and this really only happened in the last like 5-6 years maybe, is you have like prominent like political voices that are active on like social media and so and you almost have to be. That's the other thing, is like to be a politician you almost have to be that way. And I think Donald Trump, because he was the social media president, is pushed it even more there. And if he does nothing else but that, is like to bring that to like Like, you have to. Like, he set a standard, like, for better, for worse. Like, he set a standard that you have to be that now, I think.
Conversely, it's a lot easier to spread the misinformation that you want to false flag and distract people.
Yeah.
Well, what you're saying now is now that with the advent of AI and all this thing, there's like a plausible deniability that you can hide behind. It's like, was that really real?
Right.
Or was that just something that was made up and something that was photoshopped or something that was whatever? Like,
back to boomers sharing stuff on the internet.
Exactly. 100% coming full circle.
Yeah.
That's
wasn't real. Epstein's list never existed, apparently.
I don't know.
Ain't that some shit? I'm pissed about that. Pam Bondi needs to be fired immediately. She said for what, a year and a half now that it was on her desk and now it doesn't exist anymore.
What in the world, dude? Like, what in the world? Like, we were all like, hey.
I'm pretty pissed at Trump about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not a good look for him. He campaigned on this. Every day, Don Jr. was on social media. We're going to release the list. Crickets. Who's on that list?
Oh, I guarantee you he's on there. Everybody's on there.
Everybody.
Now, here's the thing: is like what's going to happen. I think, and what their fear is if they actually, if there was a list, and if they did release it, he's on there. But to what degree? Because like, what really even is the list? That's what I've always been trying to. Yeah. Like, what does the list, his client list? Okay, well, what does that tell you?
Well, it depends on which side you're on. See, here's the thing: the Team Red for years has assumed that it's a list of pedophiles that rule the world in a secret cabal.
And are mostly Democratic.
Yes.
Like anybody that's going to be implicated in the United States is going to be a Democrat.
That's what they think, yes.
And then the other side thinks...
that I have no idea what they think because they just scream all the time. I don't know.
Well, but it's just... But it doesn't matter.
Signs with, they say epithets like no kings that don't mean anything. So who knows what they actually believe.
Well, I think now they're all saying that means Trump's on it because it wasn't released. And
yeah, but that's the thing. That's the look. That's the look.
Yeah.
It's a bad look for him, and I'm not happy with it.
Yeah. I heard somebody the other day try to make an argument that he's playing chess with the whole thing, and he's.
I don't think so. I don't think he's that smart. I really don't. He's a smart dude. He's a great business. He's ruthless, but he's not that smart.
I think it goes back to the like people only their whole reality is based on where their politics are.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like as soon as like all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's no list, there's no any of this, we've done our job and we found nothing. Then you had, the far right going, well, he's going to catch them all, and like it's Pokemon or something. Yeah.
And that's the reason I think, like, if you're any sort of like thinking person, like actually cares about being consistent, at this point you've got to be like, look, I don't trust any of you guys.
No.
I don't trust any of you guys. I'm not gonna buy Team Red or Team Blue. I'm buying what I see with my own two eyes and can prove it's real.
Yeah.
But we're talking about what percentage of the population lives there.
Right. Maybe 25.
Maybe.
I think a little higher.
You think so?
I'd give half.
Half?
Maybe more, right? Because it's just who's making the most noise.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so think about this. So use Facebook. How many friends do you have on Facebook? A couple thousand?
Yeah.
How many of them are actually screaming about either side of it?
Not much.
Because the algorithm.
Yeah, I get that.
What we want.
Yeah.
So who knows? I don't know.
I'd like to think. I mean, I hope. Like, I think.
I would say half the people I know are kind of free thinkers that form their own opinions.
Right, exactly. And that's what I think you have to be nowadays. It's like, I don't read anything now. And be like, oh, hey, that's
right.
true. I'm going to have to hear it from multiple different sources to figure out whether I actually think that or not.
What you said with half the people I know, person to person, are free thinkers. But the second they get on social media, they're posting Team Red or Team Blue.
Fair enough.
That's true. I mean, it's true.
Face to face, people are very reasonable, but on social media, they're just like.
Well, it's that. Have you ever seen that video with the dogs there's a fence between them, and they're just going at each other, and then they open the fence, and they keep barking their way down the fence like further and further, and then the fence is gone, and they're like, oh, what's up? What's that? Oh,
That's a great analogy, man.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it is. It's like as soon as you don't have to like scream in somebody's actual face, like.
Since I have removed myself from the political world, my life has gotten exponentially better.
Oh, 100%.
Wonderful. Everything's great. Everything's fine if you just go out and touch grass, people.
Yeah, really. Honestly, it's really just
unless
it. Like
square in Burnsville, or unless your car is old and
Can't touch grass.
Don't touch grass. Stay indoors. Please, God. And if Lady Gardner messages you,
it's not real.
Or Oliver Anthony or any other celebrity messages you and says they're either in love with you or they need money, it's not real. It's not real.
Dude, that whole thing, man, it's crazy.
It happens every day though.
Like every single day.
More people, I mean, they fall for it because I guess they want to. I don't know.
Well, I think you have to. So when I was brand new, what is that? Geordie Shore.
Geordie Shore.
when I was like a baby cop, right? Like brand new. I got stuck on a desk one day, and this lady came in with her friend, and she thought she was dating this general in Afghanistan. And
oh no,
she's like,
that's like one step.
She had she had a picture of him, and I forget what the name was. We'll say his last name was Williams, right? Just for sake of argument, but I can't remember what it was. But she had this picture of him. She said, "This is my boyfriend. We've been dating. My friend's here because she thinks I'm getting taken advantage of." And I'm like, okay. Come to find out, she'd send this person like $20,000 because they had messaged her and they'd been essentially catfishing her and going back and forth. And they told her that the Army had left them, commanding general in Afghanistan. The Army had left them in country, and they were stuck and needed safe travel out. So she sends like $20,000, and I'm like, okay, and like you got to be empathetic a little bit. Right,
of course.
Person. So I'm like, okay. Hey, what's their name? So she tells me, shows me the picture, tells me their first name, and I don't remember what it was, but let's just say she said their name was like John Williams. Yeah. Right. So I just Google, and I'm like, Commanding General Williams, Afghanistan, and it was like pulls up this guy's picture, but it was like a different first name. Right. Like one second of Google, like this lady could have saved herself. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I don't know how to break this to you. Like, I'll take the report because at this point in time, it's fraud. If nothing else, it's international probably, so who knows what's going to happen with it. Right. But I'll take the report. We'll run it down and see what we can do with it. But after all of that, she pulls me aside and she goes, do you really think I'm talking to him? Like, am I really dating him? And I'm like, no, like... I've already told her a couple times, but she just wanted to believe, and I think that's what it is.
Well, it's that
these
power.
People latch onto this idea, and they seek that connection, so they want to believe, even to their own demise, even when everybody else is telling them this is not happening.
And it's pitiful. Like honestly, it's pitiful. Like it's sad.
Yeah.
To lie to somebody initially, then to convince them they've been lied to.
Yeah. Like think about this guy from Texas, right? How many of his friends may have actually said, "Hey, bro, you're not talking to that person. Like, that's not real." And he's like, "No, you don't understand. Like, how old is? I know he was 61. How old's the other girl?
Lainey, she's like 26.
Yeah,
not even that.
Like,
I think she's younger than that.
Think about like just the logical side. Like, hey, this 26-year-old famous person is not trying to hook up with you.
I had a family friend of ours that I just happen to know, not somebody that I'd like interact with on the regular, but somebody that I know.
24. Yeah.
And he was convinced that Lainey Wilson was talking with him. And I was like, no, man. No. Yeah. And I sent him a message. He was posting pictures on Facebook like, she's my friend. I'm like, no, she's not your friend. I'm like, you're getting scammed, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I can't tell you how many people want to connect with me.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. All the time.
I get the request, and all my stuff's private anyway, so I just get the request and deny and block.
There was one instance. So this chick, again, it was an obvious catfish.
Yeah.
Had me on Instagram. This has been a couple of years ago. this is back when my Instagram was private. Now that I'm doing photos and stuff, it's not. But I approved the request, and they started like, "Hi, babe, how are you? Hi, dear, whatever, you know." And I'm like, "I'm good." And I was like, I let it go on for a day or two, and I was like, "Look, I know you're a catfish. I know this is not real, but I'm just curious. Like, you don't have to say anything, but I just want to know, like, who are you really? Like, I'm not law." And they were like, "Oh my God, are you law enforcement?" Blah, blah. I was like, "No." I was like, "You're probably in Africa." So anyway, I convinced this person to tell me and show me their real identity, and they actually like video chatted me, and it was this woman from Africa, and she was like, "It's just really bad here, and I'm poor, and I have to scam people out of money." And I was like, "I mean, I get it. That sucks. You probably shouldn't do that, but you know." But she did, like, legit.
Wow.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Show me
That's
who she was. I was
interesting.
like, wow, and it admitted to all of it.
It is amazing.
I gotta find it because I think they just extradited a couple guys who were running a scam like that out of some other country.
Really?
I gotta find it.
Oh, and they're bad. And some of them are awful. Like, they're like super predatory. Like, send me this money or I'll kill your family or whatever. And you're like, I can poor old people. They don't know no better. Like, you know, it's sad. Like, it's sad. Which, and this will probably be a thing. They can only take advantage of this for so long until even older people are going to be privy. Yeah, they'll wise up. Like, when we get old, we're not going to be.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
The new and rural.
I just had somebody who was like a retired. I forget what retired cop or retired investigator fell scammed to like a Bitcoin thing. And I thought, honestly, dude, like talking to the guy, like I had to call my crisis team in because I'm like, "Hey, dude, this guy, like, he may be suicidal after this," because he's like, "I would have never fallen to that." And the reason that he felt so bad was his wife told him the whole time, "This is a scam, this is a scam." And he went and deposited like 10 grand in a Bitcoin ATM, and good luck getting it back, you know? So here it is. It's this just happened. It's U.S. and I don't know, Ghana authorities have extradited this guy to the U.S. to face charges over a multi-million-dollar fraud ring involving romance and inheritance scams. Just happened in the last couple of weeks. So hopefully, you know, you'll start seeing. There it is. So hopefully you'll see. You'll start seeing some stuff, because for so long, you know, at a local PD level, that's where all these reports come in.
Right.
And we refer people to the feds as well. Like, we'll take a report, we'll refer them to, there's a website called ic3.gov that is ran by the FBI.
He's gone running this website. Pop-up. Oh my God.
And, you know, so like an article like this shows like, hey, maybe they're actually taking it kind of serious.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, there's local people that are doing it as well.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah. Like in Vegas, you'll see there's a certain group of people that are running these courier scams against elderly people, and I would have to look at the numbers again, but they just had one that Metro had released a report about, and I think the guys were already at like $30 or $60 million scammed out of people in the Vegas Valley.
Are you serious?
But it's like a courier scam where they'll tell these people, like, hey, your bank account's been compromised. They have them click on this link. They get access and tell them, like, oh, you know, X amount of monies came out of your account. Hold on, we'll credit it back. Then they credit too much money back, and then they have this person go pull money out of their account, and they'll say, hey, this person named Jim is going to come to your house. He's going to give you the name, you know, the code word catfish or whatever, and that's who you're going to give the money to. And then they take it back to a hotel, and it goes, and it's all going to this particular, we'll say country, but particular people from a certain country. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. And so, like, our guys will try to intercept that and then provide these guys with, you know, like counterfeit money, whatever it is, and like start to identify who these people are. But dude, it's wild right now. But you think, so this guy, $100 million fraud ring.
Jeez, dude. That's
and
crazy.
Up until now, there's been zero accountability.
Wow. So this is the first one?
This is one of the first ones I know of that's been extradited from another country for it.
Yeah, because if you, like a lot of these people, what recourse does the United States government really have other than to try to
that's the deal. You
expedite.
Hope the country that they're in, if you can identify who it is, you hope the country that they're in plays ball.
Dang, man.
You know?
That's crazy.
Crazy.
But you think about it, it's a numbers game to them. So for every one victim that they may have, they've probably ran the same thing on, I don't know, 50 to 100 people. And they're just looking for those people who they eventually get.
Jeez, man, that's wild. That is wild, man. And that just goes to show you, like, you don't even know, like, I mean, I've heard a million times, you don't even know what's going on in Mitchell County. Like, there's things that go on here that you would never know that are connected to things that you would have never thought possible, like crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Dude, it's and don't get me wrong, like, it's easy for me to go, well, I'm in Vegas, this stuff happens all the time.
Right.
But it's happening here.
Yeah.
It's happening in this whole area, you know. But you'll probably only hear about 10% of the people that ever get taken advantage of.
Right.
Because they're so embarrassed about coming forward.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, I could totally see that and being embarrassed about it.
Right, or if they do, it takes them years.
Yeah. This one person that was a victim to the Oliver Anthony scam, they were also scammed by somebody locally in Spruce Pine that lives at one of the hotels. They were scammed out of money too. It's sad. This person's local.
But think about it, man. Like, if you
So sad.
if you gave 10 grand to somebody because you fell victim to one of these scams, would you want to go tell somebody about it?
No.
Yeah.
No, I would absolutely not.
It's the same way with so like obviously in Vegas you get all the trick rolls that happen in the casino, right? Prostitute meets somebody on the casino floor, they go upstairs, end up drugging them. Next thing you know, they've got a Rolex shoved up their prison pocket and they're on their way out of the casino. How many times do you think that happens versus how many are actually reported?
Dang, that's crazy.
Because if you have that type of money, right, and you get a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 watch swiped from you, and you have a family at home, right, and you're in Vegas on business,
are you going to report that?
Do you report it? Do you cut your loss? What do you do? And most of them cut their losses. And
I've seen it in Vegas a couple times. I've seen those. Like, you can tell, like, if you're like attuned to it, like, which I was told I've got you and I've got one other friend that lives in Vegas. They're like, don't, you know.
Yeah.
You see this like actively going on and like happening like right in front of you, and you're like, dude.
I had a guy get trick rolled and his car got stolen from his apartment, but the whole time that I was trying to work with him to find out where his car was, because the dealership was actually able to track it, because it's like a higher end car, so they're tracking it. And so then we end up our detectives go, they start getting eyes on, they're doing surveillance, but rush hour in Vegas, you know, it's taking you an hour to even catch up to the car.
Right.
But like, dude, this guy, he was so embarrassed because the person he got trick rolled from was a transvestite prostitute. And so the whole time he just kept lying to me. Finally, I was like, hey, bro, like, listen, man.
You're going to have to tell me the truth.
I got no judgment, dude. Like, what's done is done, you know, but you got to help me help you. You know, I need you got to be straight with me so I can get this info to the people who are out there, like, trying to. And then, but, like, no shit, dude. Like, so they find the car, they find the person, they end up getting them in custody. And it's like this dude's probably like 6'4", 6'5", like he's tall,
like a big guy,
but he's got hair down past his ass, you know, and like full on high heels, like he's got himself all done up, and I'm just like, okay, I guess if you didn't know, you know, or you're drunk or whatever, and then you're pissed about the fact that you get back home and then you find out it's something else, you know, like, because it took this dude like. It was like 12 hours for him to come forward and say, hey, my car got stolen.
Jeez.
You know?
What a crazy thing, man. That's like a movie, dude.
Yeah. But
I got scammed out of some watches when I was selling watches.
Did you?
Yeah, I got scammed out of two Rolexes.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude is in prison, actually. His name, you can look him up. He scammed a whole bunch of people and went to federal prison over it.
There you go.
Anthony Farrer is his name. He ran a company called the Timepiece Gentleman, and I sent him 2 watches to sell on consignment for me, and never got paid for them, never got the watches, nothing.
He was here?
No.
Like North Carolina, or where's he in prison at? Texas?
Watchman arrested. There it was.
Yep.
Here's a cool thing, though.
Timepiece gentleman pleaded guilty to fraud charges. Yeah.
Yep.
So how much time to get?
I don't remember.
That sounds like you. Attractive people willing to splurge on an opulent lifestyle. That's you, Josh.
Maseratis. Range Rovers. 20 years. So that's not his sentence, though. That's just saying that that's what the maximum was.
Yeah, what he gets.
So I'm curious what he got sentenced to. But here's the crazy thing, too. From
Look
my
at
understanding,
advertisements or cameras.
Federal.
You know what's funny is I don't even use this computer except when I'm down here, like. So it listens. It just listens.
Yeah. Oh,
listen.
you're always.
Always.
So federal prison, you get no good time. I don't think.
Really.
Not in federal.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like most of your
parole?
stuff, like if you get
20 years federal, you're serving 20 years.
If you do 10 years in a state prison, the way the calculation comes out, you may do 5,
right?
You know, or 7.5 or whatever it is. But I think Fed is
whatever
what
the
it
time
says
it is. Yeah,
it is what it is.
So he got 70 months. Well, at least
For
2 of those months are for
5.6
your
million.
5.6
70
million.
months.
Let's see, 40 clients. Let's see how many months he has because of you.
My watches were worth like.
He's got 3.5 months in prison because of you. Yeah.
How's that make you feel?
Did you ever get any money back for the watches?
That sucks.
If you had sold him a couple more watches, maybe you could have put them away longer.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Well,
I went out another $50,000.
There you
Oh,
go.
good.
Well, I'm just so a lot of times though they'll put some sort of restitution in place as part of sentencing.
Yeah.
So nothing.
Nothing.
No, I haven't got a dime.
When this happened?
2023.
Jeez.
I mean, I sent him the watches in 2021, so it's been that long.
Yeah. And then it just happened now, where
He
in
was just sentenced
2025.
like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wow.
it's wild how that works, though, huh?
Yeah.
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 Like
So he's not
We
getting
ha-
credit for time served then, since it's federal.
no, I mean he'll do that whole time, I think. But think about
That's crazy.
you remember this one. I think I can say it because it's all already done. The guy's sentenced, but there was a professional boxer in Vegas who he did prison time for burning down a puppy store.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah,
I
so
know.
he did
A
time.
puppy store?
He
Yeah.
burnt his girl. I
Burnt
think it was
puppy
his
store, yeah.
girlfriend. She was a dog breeder, had a puppy store or something like that, and they did it together and burn it down for like the insurance proceeds. So he went to prison for like a few years on that. He gets out and he starts running guns and drugs, and actually. He starts running.
Confused.
Right.
Get out of prison?
Yeah, if after a professional boxer, then prison, then gun and drug run.
So he's like,
Yeah.
and I don't know how much time he got, but he's running like guns and drugs. So we all got like, there's a bulletin, like, you know, everybody kind of knows who this guy is if you're working that side of town.
Right.
And so one day I ended up stopping him for some stuff. He took off running from me. His girl like jumped back in the car, took the car. They went and took everything out of the car while I'm chasing him. People are getting in the area. Like, it was wild, dude. So we end up arresting this guy. He gets out because it was all still minor stuff at that point in time. He gets out like probably within 6 months. He shoots up an apartment complex because there was another guy that was selling drugs that they kind of had like a turf war with. I don't know how many times he shot this guy, but I mean, it was like, I think 50 or 60 rounds on the side of this apartment complex. The guy, I won't say his name, but the guy that got,
He pulled
Josh
it up
found
for
it
you.
here. So the guy that got shot, dude, got shot like through the eye and out the ear, or through the ear and out the eye. It was one or the other. Ended up living.
Yeah.
But this happened right there. You see right there, 2020. So happened in 2020. He just now, within the last 6 months, finally his case settled out.
Jeez.
So you're
Did he serve
talking
any time?
5 years. Yeah, he's in
forget.
prison right now.
Is he?
Yeah. But let's see. One alleged victim testified that they didn't like each other, and he shot him in the legs and the back of the head. He lost an eye in the shooting and suffers every day. Yeah. So that
In
guy, the guy that got
Turk
shot,
Bills,
his name
right?
was Shorty. That's what they called him. But Shorty was running drugs. This guy was running drugs and guns. They got into a turf war, and yeah.
When you say it like this, it really paints us as the wild, wild west.
Yeah. But I remember, dude, we're sitting in briefing when this shooting happens, and it's like day shifts all heading that way, and it's like, well, I guess that's what we're doing today. And so we go over there, and you knew right away what had happened, but dude, it was wild.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
I think everybody's more mad about the puppies than anything, though.
Yeah, and at that point in time, I was like brand new. So there's a Vegas emergency incidents like Facebook group, and so like I have Tiff like texting me and being like, "Hey, I see a picture of you on here. Is this you?" And like sending it to me, and I'm like, "Yeah, no, everything's okay."
First times you made the news.
Yeah,
it's like a couple times.
It's like everything's all right. You know, yeah. I'm standing in the middle of the street. I've got my rifle like slung on me. We have everything shut down, and she's like,
wondering what's going on.
She's like, "Is everything okay?" Yeah, no, we're good. We're all right.
Like, as long as you're good, I'm good.
Let's see this guy. Scroll down a little bit. Oh, that's him?
Yeah. So he looks worse there.
He does. That's not the guy that ran from you on the ride along with when I was with you, was it? That was a different guy?
Yeah. No.
Dude, being a police officer in like a major city like that's got to be crazy.
Maybe. I don't know.
So do you know anything about the Vegas shooting?
Route 91?
No, that was before your time.
It was sorry, I'm chomping ice on your microphone. It was let's see, that was October 1 of 2017. I got hired. My first day was December 26th of 2017. So I got hired a few months after it.
Okay. I got you.
But that was the point where I was like in my final hiring process. And then shit got real because there was a guy for Metro who was in field training that night. It was like one of his first weeks in field training, and he got shot.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got shot, and his FTO was like, "Hey, bro, like I got you. It's gonna be okay. We're all right.
That's
I gotta
crazy.
get out of here." And so that was the point where like
day.
stuff got real, and I'm like, "Oh shoot! Like that could at any given time that could be what I'm going into."
Yeah, that's insane.
You know?
Yeah, I remember thinking, I was like, why in the world would you become a police officer right after this shooting?
Yeah.
He was already in the process for 6 months. You couldn't really stop it.
Yeah, you were just already. Yeah.
Not even, man. It's kind of like, so it's like after 9/11.
Yeah.
Right? Like, think about how many people joined the military because of 9/11.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
It's that sense of like pride in what you do, pride in your country.
Right.
The feeling that, hey, this is what's right.
Right.
Right. And that's kind of like my guiding principles in life have pretty much been like, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
Right.
You know, but that's the way I was raised. You know, like Dad always told me, he goes, win, lose, or draw, you do right by people.
Yeah.
Right. And that was like his business.
Right.
You know, that's how he built his business. Win, lose, or draw, your word is your word. You do what's right.
Yeah.
And we recently went through the opposite of that with somebody doing some work at our house.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, I don't see how you're so morally screwed to where like you can't figure this out.
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy, man.
Well,
but I think that's what it is with the police.
Like how crazy it is to be a cop in one of these big cities. Think of how crazy it is to be a criminal in one of these big cities. Like you wake up and your day is like, all right, I have to kill someone today.
Do you think it's always premeditated? Or do you think it just kind of happens?
I mean,
that's my thoughts. I've always thought about it. I'm not a criminal.
I think you wake up and you're like, well, what am I going to do? I think a lot of those people, it's like,
today?
how am I going to survive today?
Yeah.
I feel like if I were a criminal, I would still plan my day.
No, you're not planning your days.
So most of
You're reacting to your day.
Depending on the type of criminal you are. Okay. Right? That's what it's going to depend on, is the type of criminal you are.
Okay.
So if you're like a tweaker criminal who you're going and stealing shit from Walmart, you know, and it's always coloring supplies. Dude, I'm like,
you've never told me that coloring?
I can't tell you how many like people that are tweaking hard that I've arrested stealing from Walmart, Target, or Hobby Lobby.
Are these like good coloring supplies?
Yeah, I mean, like they're buying like nice coloring, or not buying, but they're buying, nice like colored pencils, coloring books.
So not like
because
rose art and stuff.
it continues to, you know, increase their high.
Really?
Yeah.
Coloring or stealing?
Probably both.
Yeah.
Probably both, but I think they get so desensitized. I think they get so desensitized to the stealing. Right. Like, it just is what it is. All right, cool.
It's theirs.
And like, and I don't know how it is here, but in Nevada, so it's a misdemeanor to steal like anything under $1,200. So for them, that misdemeanor is going to carry a maximum of 6 months in jail, right? But it's kind of progressive. Like, your first time, okay, cool, hey, don't do it again. Your second time, hey, you really shouldn't do that again. We're going to give you 2 days in jail, right? Oh, you already spent 2 days in jail? All right, cool, everything's done. You're good to go. Your next time, like, maybe, like, the problem people that work their way up, like, it's like, all right, cool, like, hey, you're doing 6 months, and then sometimes it's, I don't know if I can say that one. I'll wait on Chase to tell that story, because I had a guy in my lobby a few months ago doing something he shouldn't have been doing.
Oh, gosh.
But they basically gave him a slap on the wrist and said, hey, if you get caught doing this again, you're going to jail for 6 months, but right now we're going to let you out and you're going to be okay. So, yeah.
So it's crazy to be a criminal in a big city.
Yeah, but I think
a criminal in general is just
crazy.
criminal
In general, it's a decision, right?
Oh, sure.
Like
I said, I would plan my day.
Yeah.
So I've got to go steal this, I've got to kill this person.
Yeah.
This, and then I can go to bed.
But I think being a cop in a big city is like probably actually easier than in a small town.
Really?
I think so. So, okay, so going back to this guy from Texas, right? Like, if that happens to me on my shift, and I'm like, oh, yep, this guy's he's shooting at cars, like he just whatever. All right, cool.
Just another day at the office.
Just another day at the office, right? But that's because you think about, I mean, my department on any given day, there could be anywhere from 500 calls to 1,500 calls. Right. Here, there may be that many in a month or 2 months or 6 months, right? So it's that inoculation that you're getting so much stuff so quick that probably in my first 2 years, I would imagine I had more, I don't want to say experience because that's a bad word, but more exposure.
Desensitization.
Yeah.
Well, you're
more exposure.
Exactly. You're getting
than guys that may be here for 30 years.
Yeah.
Right? Because if all of a sudden I'm chasing a guy that's shooting at people out of a car and all that, like, if I don't have that to where like this is just another normal day to me, and like we don't really pursue. It's it takes a lot for us to pursue in some of your larger cities, right? Because, and if you think about it, it honestly makes sense.
It's a safety thing.
It
really.
honestly makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And
what are you going to accomplish by doing that?
The cop in me, right? Like, I signed up for this job because I wanted to drive fast, chase people. Like that's the fun part of it. That's the fun part of the job.
No, Jameson Harding, drive fast, chase people. No way, man. No.
Hey, we made it to Canton in 45 minutes.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, we were moving that morning. We literally made it to Candler.
Yeah. Oh, not Canton. It was Candler.
From
the English Woods
in 45 minutes from the Ingles.
Yeah. The only time I went the speed limit was through Burnsville because I was like, oh, this is the one place I'll get stopped.
Right.
The rest of the time it was in a 1990 Ford Explorer. Topped out at 85. We could maybe get it to 90, and it was there the whole time.
So you went from the Ingles here.
Yeah, from Ingles.
All the way past Asheville.
Yeah, so remember, when we came back up from Charleston.
Yep.
And 26 intersected with 40.
Yep.
Right past like the outlet malls and all that.
Yeah.
So about 5 miles the other direction.
Right.
And you made it in 45 minutes.
In 45 minutes.
Lord have mercy.
I woke up
and I shit you not because we timed it.
I woke up late for church and I text Chase. I called Chase and I'm like, "You going?" No. I said, "Are you going to church?" He goes, "Oh man, I just woke up." I'm like, "All right, I'll come get you." I'm pretty sure there was probably a girl involved, but I said, "I'll come get you." And I pull into the English Woods. He gets out of the house literally like 9:15. Church started at 10, and we pulled in at 10 o'clock.
And we made it in as they were starting. I still don't know how we did that.
Nobody stopped me.
Thank goodness there's not
Nobody stopped me, but I
cameras
did
back
have a lot of speeding tickets by the time I was like 18.
You had a few.
Yeah,
you had a few.
But so all that to say, man, the amount of like exposure and being desensitized, like it's it's not there, but like we won't. Honestly, dude, like you're driving a stolen car, and you take off from me, I can't chase you.
Yeah.
But you have these departments in Oklahoma and Texas and California and stuff like that, and they do chase everything till the wheels fall off. Yeah. And how does it end 90% of the time? In a
giant car wreck, in a fiery ball,
right? Yeah. But they're crashing.
Yeah.
Whether it's them or somebody else. Now, I say if it's you and you're the only person that crashes and you hurt yourself, dumb on you.
Right.
But if it's my family driving down, Tiff's picking the kids up from school, and all of a sudden you get smoked by somebody that I'm chasing because they were in a stolen car,
and you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Their registration was expired and they took off. That's a hard thing for me to live with.
And people do shit like that all the time.
All the time.
Only how many? So
I know of two that
I've been in a handful of pursuits. Out of the 4 that I could recall right now, 2 of them, one of them was allowed to go the distance. 2 others got called off by a supervisor, and 1 I called off because it just got too dangerous, And that one was last year, dude. A guy just shot like a bunch. He didn't shoot anybody, but we didn't know that at the time. But he let off like 20 rounds in an apartment complex. And then
took off.
The dum-dum took off in a 25-foot Penske truck. And everybody's rolling to the apartment complex, right? And I'm watching on a map where everybody's going, and I'm like, they're all going that street. So if he's coming that way, they're going to find him. Let me go a few blocks up to the next major thoroughfare, and I started down that street, and I see this big Penske truck coming at me, and I was like, maybe something. And as soon as we pass him, like I'm looking, and the guy locks eyes with me, and then immediately like jerks back, and I'm like, all right, let me turn around. And I'm still on the radio. I'm like communicating with the guys that are now showing up to the apartment complex, trying to get more information to say, hey, is this my car? And try to light the guy up. And he takes off, gets on the freeway, and I'm like, all right, we're on the freeway. Like, I back off a little bit. I'm keeping eyes on, and we're waiting to see if a supervisor is going to approve a pursuit or not approve a pursuit. Well, at the time that they approve it, then as soon as we go to light the guy back up, I'd let him get a little bit of room, but as soon as we go to light him back up, dude, he hits like 3 or 4 cars in an intersection, keeps going, hits another car down the way, and I'm like, all right, this is... we're going to figure out who this guy is.
Well, you're at that point, you're putting people's life at risk.
Exactly.
Like, how bad do I feel if this guy smokes a family walking across an intersection?
Right, exactly. It's just not worth it.
At that point, I had the information that nobody got hit in the apartment complex. Right. So at that point in time, all right, it is what it is, but some of these other departments, other departments.
At that point, you got the license. But at that point, you got the license plate.
We got the license plate, so we can figure out who rented it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And you can track it down. And chances are, it's a rental truck. It probably has a tracker. Yep. You can probably track it. You can find out where they got.
There's so much stuff. There's so much stuff that's there, which kind of goes back to what you're talking about earlier with, like with some of like the Epstein stuff and how much can somebody fake to all the distrust?
Right.
Well, it's a lot harder to be a criminal now too, because everything you do tracks you.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
If you want to commit,
have a credit card,
if you want to commit a crime,
if
you want to commit a crime, get rid of your phone.
You shouldn't say it's on the podcast.
That's fine. Dude, everybody knows it, right? But get rid of your phone. Drive a car that's like pre 2005, maybe.
Right.
2008. No watch, no cash only.
Yeah.
Like, don't rent a car. Like, there's so much stuff you have to do.
Then you still have like security cameras.
There's so much stuff you have to do to get lucky.
Right. Yeah.
Well, nowadays, I may not catch you today.
Right.
But at some point, somebody's going to catch you.
Yeah, we're going to catch you.
Yeah.
Just let us have some time to figure it out. Yeah. And you not to kill 300 people on the way to committing a crime. Yeah.
And that dude, I think he, like, probably like 2 miles after we called it off. And we were in Vegas's jurisdiction at that time, so we had everybody swarming. The air unit was just getting in the air, so they ended up finding the truck. He wasn't there, but within 3 hours, I think our detectives had him identified.
Right. There you go.
You know?
Yeah, what's the point?
And then went and arrested him at work.
Right.
Because, you know, that's what I'm going to do. Again, I'm going to plan my day after I shoot up an apartment complex. I'm going to go to work.
Steal a Penske truck.
I'm going to go to work. Act like nothing happened. Yeah.
Probably have a bowl of cereal before bed.
Plan it.
Just go on with the rest of your day like nothing ever happened.
Because it didn't, right?
Right.
I wasn't doing that. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm completely innocent.
Yeah, I was eating cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, my favorite.
Your favorite what?
Favorite cereal?
Favorite cereal. Ooh, favorite cereal.
Dude, I got a lot of opinions about cereal.
I don't eat cereal ever.
I don't.
I
can't tell you.
I don't either anymore, but I have many times in the past. And
I would say Captain Crunch, just the berries.
Captain Crunch.
Whoa,
Maybe
I did not
Captain
expect
Crunch
that.
berries.
Captain Crunch berries.
Yeah.
I can take
It's
that.
crunch
Yeah.
berries.
Whatever it is.
It's crunch
Crunch berries.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like the butteriness of the actual Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my old age.
Yeah.
In my old age.
My favorite
20
has always
years ago.
been Special K Red Berry.
Yeah.
Since the day it came out, I loved the Special K. Then they added berries to it, and it was just the best.
Just come on down and get you a little Special K red berries.
And let me tell you, you will shit within 2.5 hours
Jason's
of
got
eating
his
that
walker, he's-
at all times.
If you're 65 or older, come on, check out our Special K berries.
Exactly. I know. I'm an old guy, dude. At heart, I'm an old guy.
Great nuts.
It's good fiber in that thing. Let me
You
tell
like
you.
Raisin Bran, what? You always
Right
buy
after-
Hey, Raisin Bran's awesome,
At
dude.
home.
Crunch.
Oh.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Is there a difference? I've never
Yep,
had either.
There is.
It has
It's got the
granola in it.
little granolas in it.
Chase has his bowl of cereal and then chats with Katy Perry online.
Dude, I had a neighbor of mine that was literally, like, he wasn't crazy about it, but he was obsessed with Katy Perry. We used to rack him so hard because he went to watch Katy Perry's movie. Remember when her movie came out?
no.
You had a movie?
He went to watch the matinee.
Or something.
Yeah, he went to watch the matinee on like a Sunday. He was the only one in the theater, and we laughed.
The thing is, you know about it. He didn't have to tell you that he was the only one there, but
Yeah,
you know about it somehow.
Oh no, he told me. We were like, "Man, Michael, what are you doing?"
So crazy.
Oh, that's the documentary.
Is it a documentary?
I think it was like Glitter
I
or
think it was called Glitter.
something like that.
That's it.
No, this was definitely not. It was the first one. It was like her concert live or Katy Perry.
What do you want?
Something or another.
I don't know.
Jesus.
I know.
There was a movie named called Glitter by one of the.
Yeah, but I think that might have been Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
I love that you guys know more about this than I do because I have no clue what
This
any
might
of
be
these
it,
are.
yes.
Glitter that was put out by a pop star.
I'm fairly
Could've been
certain
anybody.
it was Jennifer Lopez, I think.
But let's Google it.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Jameson did save a story for y'all when you got back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a cop story.
I did.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
It's pretty.
so
It's pretty epic.
That's right.
And or hilarious. I'm not quite sure.
I don't think this one will get me in trouble.
Hopefully not.
No names, right?
No.
Yeah.
No
No
names.
details. So, since like January, I've been sitting on a desk because I ended up getting hurt at work. So, pretty much, you get hurt. Your life is now taking cold reports on a desk. Everybody that walks in, you get every catfish that there is. So I'm sitting there one day. It's kind of like a slow day. And in my station, we have our records department, fingerprinting, like everybody's right there. And there's a guy that's a regular for us who generally gets arrested for some sort of like an indecent exposure, you know, public urination, drugs, whatever it is.
Right.
Just a good old boy.
Yeah, he's just living his best life.
Yeah, living his best life.
So I'm
He's not planned his day out at all.
Josh, there's no plan. Yeah, but
Right,
he has to come in once a month to register as an SO, like a sex
Yeah,
offender,
sex
right? So he comes in, and I'm just like, all right, so and so, like, he's gonna do his thing. He'll go over to fingerprinting and gets his stuff done. And I'm just sitting at the desk eating my lunch. It's been like a slow day. And you never say anything on a slow day because as soon as you do, something happens.
Yeah. Right.
You can't even think it. You can't even think like, man, it's been a nice day. It's been slow because as soon as you do, it's done. Yeah.
Right.
So one of the people from fingerprinting comes over and they go, hey, so-and-so's over here pleasuring himself. And I'm like, no, he's not. You're kidding. Like, you're joking. Like, quit trying. Because we'll always like if I know there's somebody that records or fingerprinting hates to see coming, I'll just pop my head in and I'll be like, hey, so and so's here to see you guys.
Right.
Because they have to go through a queue and all that, and they're like, shut up. So as soon as they said that, I'm like, dude, you're just messing with me. He's not over there doing that. And so I'm just eating my lunch, and they're like, no, he is. And I'm like, I like stand up, and all I see is this dude like lean back in the front row. Because it's got like 5 rows, right there fingerprinting. So it's like from probably like me to JB to the fingerprinting people. And so there's like a glass wall there, and I just stand up and I look, and I'm like, I hear him like grunting, like he's breathing heavy, and I hear like grunting, and I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me, man. And I see his hand like up under the desk, like going up and down, like hitting the top of the desk or whatever. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And so he's a known person. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like I go back, I finish my lunch real quick because I had like 2 bites left.
Let him finish.
Yeah, I get
Hopefully he'll be done.
I get on the radio. Oh, before I do that, I get on the radio and I'm just like, over the air to my dispatch. I'm like, hey, can you start patrol to the station? So-and-so's masturbating in the lobby,
This is also the lobby of the main police station.
It's our main station. Next thing I know, dude.
Not a small one.
All of our detectives, all of our like sergeants and lieutenants who are in the station, everybody starts popping out of their office just to look over and like see what's going on. One of our patrol guys gets there within like probably like 30 seconds to a minute. By that time I finish, so I go around, I grab gloves, and I go up to this guy and I'm like, hey man, like, what are you doing? He's like, I'll stop. I promise. I won't do it again. I'm like, no.
No, that's not the way this works.
He's like, no, I'm leaving. I'll leave right now. I'm like, no, we're also not doing that.
We're past that,
So patrol shows up. They end up taking him to jail. And he's like, I swear, I'll write a statement that says I wasn't doing it. I'm just like, no, dude. Like, yes, we're not doing that today.
God.
We all saw you.
So now, anytime he comes in the station, I just have a little bit of PTSD because I'm like, please don't. please don't today, dude. Like, please don't. And he's like, if you think about an unhoused person who's lived on the street for 20 years and only showers when they're in jail, like that's him.
Right.
And so I'm just like, please don't, dude. So now, as part of his thing, I think he's only allowed to come into the station. Like the courts told him you can't go to the police station at all unless it's to register. Like, that's the only time you can go. But that was the one that I was like, I'll save that one for Chase.
I have a similar story from my time at Dawson City Medical Center.
Okay.
All right. So there was a patient who was detoxing off of, I think it was benzos, and he was from Carter County Jail.
Okay.
He was there.
Can I ask what you used to do?
Yeah. So, I was in school over there to be a surgeon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I got my EMT. First, I was like a patient care specialist, which is basically like a CNA. Then I got my EMT, and I worked in the ER for a little while as a EMT intermediate.
That's cool.
And this was during that time. This guy was in the ER, and he was in 5-point restraints.
Lovely.
Pretty sure, yeah. Somehow he got out of them. I don't know how. He got
They do.
at least a hand free.
Oh man.
And one of the nurses hollered, and I go in there and 2 other people, and he's just, this dude was like 110 pounds soaking wet, had like 2 teeth in his head, maybe 1 tooth in his head. Scrawny little dude, and he was just going to town, and the whole time he was doing it, he was going like that, making this awful face, and I'm just.
I'm guessing that's seared into your mind somehow as one of those.
Oh, it is. That is. That's 100% seared into my head.
Just like yours.
He bit me later that night. Too.
Oh my God!
And he was Hep C positive, so I had to
Oh.
get tested.
Oh no!
Oh,
that is
man.
so annoying.
One tooth in his head after
he got you with the one tooth.
And he bit me with a one tooth. Yeah, this was a nightmare of a patient. Like, that shit.
I bet the bottom is all gummy. Oh man.
So here's a question about that.
Yeah.
Were you discouraged? Like, did they report that to PD or no?
PD was there with him.
Oh, okay.
In 5 Point, and was he like? What was he there
so
for?
did they charge him? So here's why. Here's why I say
that's
that.
Right, that's right.
Because what I'll see a lot of times, or what I hear from a lot of the nurses in the hospitals actually discourage nurses from filing reports against patients when they're like battered or anything like that. Yeah.
Smaller town versus bigger town, maybe.
I don't know, but it's like a big. It's like a big.
They're from the jail.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, they had brought him there from the jail because I guess he started to go into DTs and withdrawal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. They got to take him then.
Yeah.
Oh, so most of the jails where we're at all have nurses on staff.
Yeah.
And they have medical housing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, if somebody needs extra medical care, they put them in a certain unit.
Could they handle that?
But there's
That's
still
all?
certain times that they have to take them out. Like, they have their criteria.
I don't know if you guys have heard about defund the police, but I happen to agree with
Never. Never.
Never heard
Dude.
of it.
Defund the police.
Dude, when that all happened, I was like, man, you don't know what you're asking for. Like,
I turned off the news about that point.
Yeah,
I haven't listened
that's
in the
crazy.
last 5 years.
Yeah.
Look,
we talked about that the last time you were here.
I think so, yeah.
There's legit problems in policing. You don't need to defund them.
Yeah.
You need to give them more resources.
And I'll be the first. I mean, there's a lot of dum-dums.
Or get better background
There's a lot of
checks.
dum-dums that, yeah.
Every profession.
Yeah, that you just look at somebody and you're like, what are you doing?
How'd you make
Or
it this
you
far?
should never be here.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's really
Like-
funny for us as like civilians to be like, just call the cops. That's what everybody says. Just call the cops. Yeah. Well, there's a whole other thing that happens after you do that that involves things that you don't want to get into. Because what you're saying is, hey, I want this person dealt with, so let's call the cops. And you want to take money away from the people. How many times have you had to call the cops?
Dude, we just have social workers deal with it, and if somebody comes to my house and starts
That's
withdrawing off of
crazy.
There was-
No.
waiting, or benzos and bites me, then I'll call
Exactly.
There was just and I can't remember where it was, but there was with the social worker thing. So some of these cities will have their crisis response teams integrated with the PD. Some of them have like a crisis response team that are sworn officers. Some have like the social workers that come along. Well, there was one, I want to say he just killed somebody or did something where the crisis response team the social workers wouldn't go out because he was violent.
Yeah.
And it's like,
No,
who
dude,
saw that
go
coming?
on. Go on. No.
Who saw that coming?
Yeah.
Shocker.
You know? You're not going to go deal with somebody that's
It's like
violent
this is what everyone
as
has been
a
telling you.
social worker.
Yeah.
That's just complete insanity. Like, who wants to do that? Like,
It's just popular.
Let's look at a little experiment,
Yeah.
the whole Chaz, right? You remember when that happened?
Oh man.
Summer of Love.
Summer of Love. Okay, well, what happened when there was like no security, no leadership there? What happened to that power vacuum?
Mm-hmm.
It was
like
filled
Lord of the Flies.
by a gang.
Yeah.
literally Lord of the Flies. You're right.
Just watch 3 kids
Yeah.
unsupervised for an hour, and it's Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
And so society
Yeah.
is like that
Yep.
with no leader. It's insane.
Well, there has to be parameters. You don't just
My kid's
put
on
people out
vacation.
there and just be like, hey, do whatever.
Yeah.
been
Hey,
my
make the
kids on
best
vacation.
decision.
No, that's the reason we're civilized. To begin with, that's the reason we have like a general code of conduct that goes without
Democracy.
like speaking. Yeah, like, hey, you don't kill people. That's the reason everybody like I used to get. I was like, oh, the 10 Commandments or whatever. I'm like, dude, it's don't kill people, don't steal shit, don't don't take what's not your. Hey, probably not a good idea to sleep with your best friend's wife.
It makes sense.
Like, do like the basic things that like make the tenets of society work. Like, but you put people out there and just free pasture human beings, and they become exactly like animals.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Maybe not. Maybe they don't become like animals, but we are animals. And what
Yeah.
happens is you see people
True.
with tendencies with propensities for like sociopathy and psychopathy. There you go.
Yeah.
Their brains are different anyway. Their brains are totally different physiologically and chemically than ours.
A very thin veil of society that keeps
It is.
everybody in line.
Well,
and it's insane.
Think about so we got 3 dogs, right?
And 3 children.
And 3 children. But I'm saying, so think about it like
Dogs.
the dogs, right?
Yeah.
Like literally, I sent my like I got an old blind dog that he's the best. Like
he's 15 pounds.
Like,
he's a bundle
He's
of love.
tiny.
We like
He's
him.
blind. He'll lay around. He may get
He's
he
sweet.
may not find his way outside and pee on the carpet like here and there, but he's like a good dog. He comes when you tell him to come. He doesn't tear anything up. And then I have 2 Labradoodles who,
one's neurotic and one's a lapdog.
But it's like I sent them away for a month to get trained, and they came back, and I'm like, oh, you listen, you do what you're supposed to do. It's the same thing with society. You just we got to get trained a little bit.
Well, a lot of people need that. There's certain ones of us that probably don't need a whole lot because we came from. I mean, you're a product of your environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like we came from, we all came from people who were, normal human beings operating. You taught you how to make a living, like contribute to society, be somebody. But we take that completely for granted.
Yeah.
All of us here, including Grant over there, that. You just don't, like, you don't get taught that. And what happens when you don't get taught that?
Yeah.
You just don't have any direction. You don't have any.
It's hard to expect people to behave a certain way.
Right.
We
And
see that a little bit
then
this evening.
like drugs or substance abuse gets like added into that equation, and you're just off to the races, and here you are.
Good luck.
Here's life.
And then there's a lot of people that just come from people that don't really do anything at all. Like, they're just like, well, I'll just get my disability and sit at home. Like, I've told that story 1,000 times before. Like, that's what you come from. And I think it's really, honestly, it's a lot more of it than we would like to think is environmental.
Yeah.
It's a product of the environment.
There's a lady I know. Yeah.
It's about half nature, half nurture.
Yeah. But then there's the people that do have that, but then it gets twisted in some weird way, and that's where you get these people that are like a lot of your serial killers, your people like that. They don't come from terrible places, but there's some weird
Something sets them off.
or they have some trauma or something that happens to them. And when we all have trauma, but
They get catfished by Lenny Gardner.
yeah, exactly.
That's what happens.
There's the nature part of it, because like there is a small group of a small population of humans that their brains are just totally different. They can't feel empathy. They can't feel sympathy.
Yeah.
I mean, psychopaths and sociopaths
They exist.
really literally exist in those true forms. So, and they're the ones that kill people and don't plan the day.
you think sometimes like I wonder like
Don't plan it at all.
Off the rails entirely.
And if you ask certain people, their name rhymes with rump.
And if you ask other people, their name rhymes with
Ribbocrats.
yeah.
So it's like,
But I don't know, the whole thing, like, just becoming aware of all of this stuff as you get older is just very weird. And like, and I said it today on our group chat, like, honestly, probably at the end of the day, probably the biggest blessing of my life is I have 2 very normal parents who are still together.
Yes.
And I can name on, literally, I think I could probably name on 2 hands how many people that I know in general that have parents that are still normal and still together.
Yep.
I mean, how rare is that now?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm of the opinion that none of us are normal, though.
No,
All
you're
just
not. And
slightly
what is
weird,
normal?
and it's
That's
okay.
of course. Yeah, what is normal? Yeah.
During COVID, we tried to start the Spruce Pine Autonomous Zone, which we were going to call SPAZ.
No way.
SPAZ was going to be great.
The spaz zone. Damn, dude.
It was a little-
at the next pandemic, we're absolutely 100% going in on that.
It's a little too soon to say the next. I'm a little traumatized still.
Where's it going to be at?
That's true.
Oh, it's just downtown.
It's the hill. No,
You shut off
it's
the
here.
bridge.
No, it's right here. The hilltop area around the studio.
There you go. That's right. The highest ground.
Well, I
High
hear
ground. You gotta see
there's
high
not a lot
ground.
happening with the area where the theater's at downtown, so
Yeah.
you can maybe do it there.
We can,
Maybe.
Yeah, we can do it.
I mean, it's been
The Spaz Theater?
it's been empty since at least 95, 97.
Dude.
Been empty since I've known it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a great idea, honestly.
The spaz.
I really do. The spaz.
We do.
for his behind autonomous. So that's good, dude. That's like really good.
But Josh Brown has to be our leader because he's the only adult in our band.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Josh is definitely the supreme
How have you been
leader.
tagged the only adult?
Knowing the rest of you, I see that.
Yeah.
I have 5 kids. I have to keep it together somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, dude.
So one of
I
those
have
kids
3
wins.
kids, and sometimes I don't think I'm an adult. So
Dude,
I think I'm Tiff's 4th kid. So
well, yeah, that's true. That is true sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah.
I love you anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
spaz.
If we do commit a crime, we're going to plan it. Just saying.
Plan it. Go to work after.
Just don't text about it. Just
Yeah,
talk
that's the
about
kind of
it.
criminal
It
you
might
would
not
be.
be planned, but it'll be on the agenda for the day.
It'd be on the main.
Go,
Paper
Robbie.
agenda.
We meant to do this today, but we just.
It just didn't happen. I was going to rob that bank. But
I definitely think you would be a planned criminal, though. You're not just like acting on the fly.
You'd be the
for
mastermind,
sure.
and you
Yeah.
send your minions to do all
Yeah,
the work.
exactly. So I would just take it on the fly. I would be like, well, here we are.
ridiculous about things. I mean, look at my cable management. Can't you see how ridiculous I am?
It is very
Actually,
good.
it looks a lot
management.
better since
It
you
looks
moved them
really
over
good.
here. Dude, that's a lot of wires.
I know. I got to do something about it.
It's 10:30. You want to wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up. Yeah, we've talked nonsense.
And that clock is accurate.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
well, it
Accurate
says
clock.
10:29 on the.
Oof.
Well, it's
within a
close
minute.
enough, you know
Within a
what I mean?
minute.
All right, everybody. Well, if you've made it this far, I'm sorry. If you're still watching, I'm terribly sorry. You've heard all matter of things. No, thanks for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Those are not the same button, but whatever. Yeah.
Oh, and the new
know what
thing
you
is
mean.
you got to save it to your watch later playlist. That's the thing. You got to put that at the beginning of things now. If you save it to your watch later playlist, we get like, yeah, that's
The algorithm likes
the
it better.
algorithm loves that. Yeah,
So yeah, hit watch later.
Ooh.
then,
And you got.
and we should have probably put that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe,
comment,
and subscribe,
That's what
comment.
my kids say all the
We
time.
don't have to ask for comments.
Wait a second. You're wrong. You want a few more comments? All right. You got to put in the comments what you think about the revelation with Joe Biden just revealing that he did not review any of the pardons or most of the pardons
That's not good.
and
You can't do
commutations
For the
that
auto
just
pen
happened.
stuff.
Put in the comments.
Yeah. And on that bombshell, we love you all.
Peace.
Until next time.